So which DJI drone is better, the Air 3 or the Mini 4 Pro? And which one should you buy? Let's find out. G'day friends, when it comes time to buying a drone, it's really hard to work out which one to get. It can be very, very confusing. And of course, it always depends on what specs you require and also what you plan to use your drone for. So let's look at both these drones and work out the differences between the two. Let's start off with the size. The Air 3 is a bigger drone compared to the Mini 4 Pro. The Air 3 weighs 720 grams, so if you're going to use that, you're going to need to get that registered with the FAA in the US. Whereas the Mini 4 Pro comes in at 249 grams, so it's under the 250 limit. So you don't need to get that one registered. Now there is a price difference between the two, of course. The Air 3 is $1,099 US at the moment, and the Mini 4 Pro is $759 US, and they're both using the RC-N2 controller. But this may be the reason for the price difference. The Air 3 has a dual camera system, which the Mini 4 doesn't have. That means you have use of a full wide angle lens, of course, just like on the Mini 4 Pro, but you also have a cropped in image as well, which is more zoomed in, to be able to bring you closer to the action if you need to. And both drones have a 1/1.3 inch sensor, and both are 48 megapixels as well. One of the bonuses of the Air 3 is it will do 100 frames a second in slow motion at 4K, whereas the Mini 4 Pro can only do 60 frames per second in 4K. So if you're looking for that extra slow motion, then obviously you would go for the Air 3. But of course, there's so many softwares out there, you can almost get around that if you need to. So let's go over the features they both have. Both drones support 10-bit D-Log-M. They both have waypoints, cruise control, focus track, master shots and quick shots. But the Mini 4 Pro does Active Track 360, the Air 3 doesn't do that. And what Active Track 360 is, you can track a subject from any angle, any position, it'll track it, even directly in front. And of course they both have obstacle avoidance 360 degrees as well. But flight time is different between the two. The Air 3 will do 46 minutes on a battery, whereas the Mini 4 Pro will only do 34 minutes, but you can upgrade the battery on the Mini 4 Pro to give you 45 minutes. But just keep in mind when you do that, it'll take you above that 250 gram weight limit. One thing to mention, both these drones use the RC-N2 controller. If you have an older controller from a different drone, it won't work with either of these drones. So if you have an Air 2S or something like that, or a Mini 3, you have to use this controller, not the old controller. So which one should you buy? Well, if you're going to use your drone professionally, then I recommend using the Air 3, mainly because it has the dual camera and advanced video and photo options that the Mini 4 doesn't have, like an 8-second shutter for instance, which means you can do cool light streak effects and so on because it's got that longer exposure. The added flight time is a huge bonus because you could literally buy 2 batteries for the Air 3 and give it the same flight time as 3 batteries for the Mini 4 Pro. If you are flying for fun, then the Mini 4 Pro is the amazing choice that you should probably go with because of the price range, and also it's just a really good drone to use. The other bonus of the Mini 4 Pro is you can fly this indoors, which you can't really fly the Air 3 indoors. It creates too much of a ruckus, too much airflow, too much things flying around. The Mini 4 Pro is a little bit more user-friendly indoors as well. If that's something you want to do or something you need to do for whatever reason, maybe you're doing real estate videos and you're flying through the house or something like that, then this drone could be used for that. And I do know a few people who use the Mini 4 Pro for real estate, but I recommend the Air 3 for a few reasons, which I'll get to in a sec. But the reason I recommend the Air 3 for real estate in particular is because of its weight. This is where it shines. This means it's less susceptible to windier conditions, and when you're flying for real estate agencies, the agents really don't care about what the weather's doing, they just want their job done, so it's always a very tight time frame. So if it's a bit windy, you can't just say I'll come back tomorrow. If your drone can handle it, you send it up, and I pretty much do that all the time. But if I had a smaller drone, it would handle less, therefore I have to keep coming back to jobs and redoing them, or waiting for that perfect day, and that just delays jobs and delays your workflow. Plus the Air 3 is better around windy cliffs and stuff like that. You can fly it around cliff faces and so on, and they're usually windy because they're on shorelines, so it would be better for that kind of area. Obviously, of course, you can still use a Mini 4 Pro to do that kind of stuff, but just having that extra weight is a bit better. And also you've got the dual camera system as well to get those shots you want as well. So the bottom line is, if you're going to fly for fun, it doesn't matter which drone you get, probably get the Mini 4. If you're going to fly for work or for commercial reasons, then get the Air 3 because it's not much more expensive, but you get a lot more bang for your buck, and it's a bit meatier and it's a bit meatier in size and better in different wind conditions. Because it's a bit meatier in size and it'll do better in the windy. Because it's a bit meatier in size, it'll handle the weather conditions a lot easier. I said that about 12 times, just so you know. But whichever one you choose, you'll both find that they are exceptional in what they do. DJI drones are the best in the market, and I only buy DJI drones for my work and for recreation as well. I don't even look at other brands. But there is one disadvantage of having a larger drone. You could be more prone to bird strikes, and I've done a video right here that will fix that for you. See you over there.